Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Catherine Gallagher. This is CMG Talk. I'd like to take a couple of moments to talk about the random acts of kindness that we can have given to us. We might actually be the one that does these lovely, generous and caring and thoughtful acts. It might be a word, it might be a gesture, you might be giving a helping hand, you might do it. And it might be something that you do incognito. Somebody said that to me. I did a random act of kindness and it was incognito. And it sounded a bit like James Bond, Mission Impossible. I was like, oh, that sounds rather intriguing. And they said, yes, I didn't want anybody to know that it was me that did it. So I just kept it in the down low. And I said, right. I said, was it a nice act of kindness? And they said, yes. I said, oh, well, that's nice. And they said, yes, I didn't want people knowing it was me. And I said, okay, I'm with you. The reason why I'm talking about it is I was listening to a talk just recently and someone was saying that they were really struggling emotionally, but also financially. And there was a whip round where they worked to help them out with their situation, their circumstances. And to this day, they don't know who contributed. And they said they were so touched by the fact that people got together because their circumstances were very, very difficult and quite traumatic. And they're aware I'm going to mention this, so I'm not breaching anything, and it wasn't a clinical situation or anything. And they said it was a random act of kindness. And they said they had never really noticed these kind of circumstances, but when they happen like that, it's overwhelming. And if you think back on time and space, to situations that we might have experienced these things ourselves, sometimes they can be small things. You might have heard in previous episodes me talking about these things, like going to a parking meter and somebody coming to you and giving you some change because you've ran out of money or you don't have enough change with you. It might be you might have a young family, you might have a pram and somebody comes and helps you up and down stairs. There's different reasons that people will help out. Some people are naturally very caring and very thoughtful, and they notice these things and they'll step in. Sometimes people do it because they feel that, and they'll say to me sometimes, they do these things because they feel that maybe they've become quite cynical. And they don't like that. And they want to start believing in people. Believing that people are good, right? Believing there's good there. So they'll start actively looking for opportunities to help out in small ways, not necessarily in big ways. I wonder, as I'm talking about these kind of small gestures, can you think of times where you've stepped in to give a helping hand? Maybe a family member, a friend, it might be a neighbour. It might be a situation where you saw something and you've just stepped in, helped out and walked away without anyone knowing. And it could be you've been the receiving end. And how did it feel? Were you feeling awkward? Did you feel embarrassed? Or did you openly accept it? And know that it was something that at that time was just what you needed. Sometimes we understand that there's a value and a worth to that. People around us care and they want to support. And we can, of course, pass it forward with other opportunities that we might see. We might step in and do our part, play our part, as we can, if possible. acts of kindness, when we play them randomly, they can really surprise someone, and they can make or break someone's day. If they're done in a way where they are helping someone to feel good about themselves, they really can lift someone and really make someone's life and the moment in time feel manageable. So never underestimate that helping hand, that thoughtful smile, that little gesture, because it can make all the difference. You might open a lift and hold the lift for someone. Open the door. You might help someone because you can see them struggling with holding, their messages, their shopping. You might step in a bigger scale to help out. You might give more of your time. Whatever these gestures are, they really can make such a difference to the person in the receiving end. But it also feels good for us when we step up. So thank you. If you've done a recent random act of kindness, know that it's appreciated and valued. And whoever's been in the receiving end of it, you've made their day. Thanks for listening and take good care. Until next time.